And we're back. And it's almost time to wake up. Alright, so last time, we finished up Turtle Rock. I want to say Dragon Rock, but that's Star Fox adventure. Anyways, found the last one, and now the goal is just to get up to the top of Mount Timmara and play the instruments for the egg. You know, I'm gonna play with Marin one more time, just because it's fun. He's got no response to that. Someday you will leave this island. I just know it in my heart. Don't ever forget me. If you do, I'll never forgive you. Alright. I won't. Alright. So we're gonna move over and head to the egg. Now, I don't know what's gonna happen next. If there's gonna be, like, another dungeon left or something. Or what? Either way, we're wrapping this up. At least I assume we'll wrap this up this episode. I need, like, one more heart piece, and I'll have, like, another heart, but I'm not really that fussed about it, so I'm just gonna go. Mount Timmara. Push the egg. Okay, so I guess take the lead, play Marin's song. Sorry, couldn't hold that back. Just letting the song play. Alright, I guess we go inside. Why did you do any of that? The time has come. The windfish awaits. Enter the egg. Alright. Suppose we go in. Windfish's egg. Okay, I was thinking... No, okay, we don't even have... Oh, right, okay. Hold on. Okay, I remember now. It's the pattern from that book that when we got the magnifying lens... Yeah, we probably got to use that. Okay, round and round, the passageways of the egg. Okay, so from the first four-way split, I imagine, left. I took a picture of that from earlier. Up. Right. Up. Right. Up. And up one more time. Alrighty. We were born of nightmares. To take over this world, we made the windfish sleep endlessly. If the windfish doesn't wake up, this island will never disappear. We would have been the masters of this place. I dropped my controller because I was scratching my knuckle. Got it? But you had to come here and disrupt our plans. You can never defeat us. Let's rumble. Alright. Bring it on. Okay. So we came from us. Suppose... See if we can stun him with the boomerang or something. How? Oh no. Whoops. Or I suppose we let him bounce a little bit and then he'll do something else. No? No. Okay, magic powder. Second phase. Oh, or... Okay, it's like the usual Zelda final boss thing where we actually have to deflect his attack. Oh, that was a... Nope. I expected him to toss a different thing. Come on. If we just... Okay, I was thinking, like, if we just leave the sword out for a stab, will it bounce? Nope. Third form. What you got? Oh. I thought the boomerang just took him out and... Okay, is he just transitioning between every form? You know, he is the nightmare, he is the main one. Oh, Ganon! Okay. So, I suppose he's he's using our nightmares, and Ganon is one of them. So that's really cool, actually. Sorry, it's like he came from us, but that's because he's, using our... Can't hit him. Okay. I feel like we're missing something. Trying to get behind him and smack him in the butt. I have no idea. Should have saved before coming here. Oh, well, no, I saved in the village beforehand, but, you know, still. Am I missing an item, or... What the hell? Okay. Oh, I suppose... There's gotta be something I'm missing. Nothing's working. I mean... Okay, that worked. Spin attack. Jeez. Okay. Okay, so simple. If I had thought about that. Okay. Whoops. Shoot. Jeez. Not sure what was doing more damage. Oh wait, what am I thinking? I can jump over his freaking arms. What am I thinking? I was like, how can we dodge that? Very simply, actually. Man. I suppose I should be using the bow. Just the arrows, or, yeah. The boomerang just seems so strong. Shoot. Well, that's what the medicine's for. Used up a lot of health just on the stupid pig form, because I didn't think about using the spin attack. There we go. This island is going to disappear. Our world is going to disappear. Our world. Our world. I'm just thinking. Link, you have beaten all the nightmares. Climb the stairs before you. So, yeah, that, you know, that nightmare, you know, came from us. Meanwhile, I'm just thinking, like, do all the other nightmares, from throughout the game come from the other people on the island? Meanwhile, okay. Hoot, I was the windfish all along. Young lad, I mean Link, the hero, you have defeated the nightmares. You have proven your wisdom, courage, and power. As part of the windfish's spirit, I am the guardian of his dream world. But one day the nightmares entered the dream and began wreaking havoc. Then you, Link, came to rescue the island. I have always trusted in your courage. I knew that you could turn back the nightmares. Thank you, Link. My work is done. The windfish will wake soon. Goodbye. So he was guiding us for a reason. He wasn't just like signposting, just like, here's what you're supposed to do. It's actually just sort of like, hey, I'm trying to make sure the windfish doesn't, you know, sleeps well, so you gotta get rid of the nightmares here. I don't know what to do with voice. I am the windfish. Long has been my slumber. In my dreams, an egg appeared. It was surrounded by an island with people, animals, an entire world. But verily it be the nature of dreams to end. When I dost awaken, Koholint will be gone, and that confirms it. It wasn't just, threats from the enemies to maybe second-guess your actions. No, they were serious. Only the memory of this dreamland will exist in the waking world. Someday, thou may recall this island. That memory makes the dream world real. Come, Link. Let us awaken together. Play the 8 instruments. Play the Song of Awakening. As much as I don't want to, because then everyone goes. And, yeah. It's been alluded to enough, but dancing around it. And as the windfish wakes up, everything begins to disappear. Which that just adds like a whole new layer to everything. Taran, no! No, not Marin especially. It's actually really sad. I knew this was coming and I still feel bad. Whoa. And back to the anime. That's kind of a cool way to punctuate it. Did anyone get the number of that wave? Or that thunderstorm, actually. It's been a while. Bleh. Just lands on top of him. That's what the angle makes it look like. Okay, but then 0 deaths throughout that. Isn't there an, perfect ending thing? Sorry. So yeah, that was Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. It's real good, I can see why many people say, like, this is one of their favorite, Legend of Zelda games. And, only coming at it from, this remake as opposed to any of the originals, I guess I can only say just like, well, as the remake, it probably just is a step up in many ways, as some things I've heard. Just saying, skip, nope, okay, let it play out. But yeah, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, yeah, just like that top-down, Link to the Past feel that was so cool. A very snacky Legend of Zelda game. I just, plowed through it, just because I was getting into it. But, it's like within 20-30 minutes, you can get pretty far. Some of the puzzles get a little obtuse, but you can get past that. Just takes the right thing to click in your mind or the right timing to show up. But outside of that, no, just like some pretty solid dungeons. Some of the early ones are like a breeze, and then the later ones are just sort of like, oh god, there's so much to this. And then, yeah, lots of fun characters. Marin is like, the most famous one. Just like this cute, bubbly girl who, is really laying on thick, just like she totally has a crush on Link. And the thing is, even if you reciprocated those feelings, there's no one there to reciprocate onto. And yeah, and you know, that's the big thing. It's just like that final, you know, that twist where it's an illusion. It's a made-up world that from seemingly, at least how I'm figuring it out, inside the Windfish. So, you know, what it seems like, you know, Link getting caught in that storm, maybe coming back from the adventure, or from a previous adventure where he met Zelda and Ganon or something like that, or whatever happened, then, you know, shipwrecked and maybe, like, sucked into the Windfish, like, sleeping in the middle of the ocean. And then, you know, inside Koholint, where that's where the dream was made, based on the original, oh yeah. So just like, and just like, inside the Windfish was this world that was just put together by its thoughts, its dreams, and its fears. Or maybe even, well, Nintendo and Grizo are the authors of the software purpose copyright, okay. Isn't there that perfect ending thing, or... Oh. Aww. Even cuter in anime. Is that it? Is that... Hold on. Save your code game? Yeah. Cutting it very close. Just checking. Okay, yeah, so it seems like, yeah, that was really the end. Yeah, it's just like that perfect ending is just that little bonus peek at Marin, who, you know, at least from that visual, seems to be, you know, fondly looking down on you. Hold on. Yeah, so that's that. But, you know, just like another peek at Marin, which, you know, and, you know, at least my thoughts, and again, I'm sure people have made like a whole video essay about this stuff, where at least my thoughts, you know, is, well, you know, just like, we got sucked into the Windfish's dream, therefore we brought, you know, like we saw at the end there, our own nightmares, and, you know, Koholint might not have been a real place, but it was real inside the dream. But could all of these people have been based on, you know, real characters, real places, real events that either the Windfish has witnessed, you know, either way back in the past, before it fell asleep the first time, or, you know, maybe other people that have been shipwrecked and are out there somewhere. It's just my thoughts, you know. Maybe, maybe not. I do like the idea that maybe these characters are actually based off, but who knows? Maybe Marin did exist at one point, but maybe like hundreds of years ago, and this is just how her memory is preserved in the Windfish, as just like, yeah. Yeah, so at least that's my thought. Maybe it's just like, maybe they were real at one point. I'd like to think that. But again, you know, it's like the Windfish said, you know, it's the memory that makes them real. You know, and that's kind of a good analog for video games in general. It's just like, it's your thought about them. It's that, you know, it's the feeling they give you from even coming to that realization of feeling, you know, a little hurt by that realization. And that emotional impact is what makes all of this matter, you know? So that's kind of, you know, that's really cool and really touching. And yeah, it is just like this dark, you know, funnily enough, like the other day, actually it was still when I was watching doing the Breath of the Wild Let's Play, but I watched a video by Jacob Geller, if I got his pronunciation right. I'm sorry if I don't. But he's got, a lot of fun videos on his channel. But what got me into watching his stuff was, his video, Every Zelda is the Darkest Zelda Game, where, he kind of brings up, like, a lot of interesting points, just sort of like, every Zelda has, like, this dark twinge to it, no matter how, in some form or another. Majora's Mask is, all about the, grief, and, well, people have brought that up, 7 stages of grief, or 5 stages of grief, what am I doing? Sorry, and about all that stuff, and just, like, the tragedy permeates all through that. And I remember talking to my friend, because that's his favorite Zelda game, and, we were just talking about Zelda games, and he kind of feels like how he, talked about, like, my favorite 3D Zelda game, arguably my favorite just Zelda game, but, up in the air, but my favorite Twilight Princess, which, it's like, there is a lot of darkness to that, too, where it's just like, you got the loneliness of the Twilight Realm, this, outcast that becomes your companion, who, is, vengeful and uncaring about your world, and so she is just as likely to destroy your world as soon as she gets into power, and you're just a means to an end. And, things like Ganon, how he got, like, literally deified by the, people of the Twilight that felt completely forgotten about by the royal family, and then they took that to such an extreme. But yeah, Ganon being deified, literally deified through Zant, and then, how Ganondorf, even before then, was seen as such a danger to the world that the 7 sages had to step in to assassinate him before they even realized he had the Triforce of Power. But anyways, my point is just, like, there's a lot of cool, dark elements I like to Twilight Princess. And my friend, like, at one point said just sort of like, Twilight Princess is dark, but not really with a point like Majora's Mask. And I disagree with that, but I can see where he's coming from with that perspective. I just disagree. But that's just kind of like the cool thing. It's just like, that's just the interesting thing. And goes back to that Jacob Geller video, where it's like, every Zelda is the Darkest Zelda. Where it's like, Breath of the Wild is technically a post-apocalyptic universe. A post-apocalyptic world where everyone's dead, or, the heroes of old are dead, people are surviving and scraping by, and, such and such, and just, like, the looming hatred of Ganon's always around. The whole world that you're playing in, all these memories you're creating, are an illusion that goes away as soon as you finish the game. But Link has to leave. He's got a world to go back to and protect. So he has to leave behind all these people. You can go on. Skyward Sword, it kind of, like, details, like, the start of the Zelda timeline, how the existences of Link, Zelda, are kind of like cosmic reoccurrences, and they're just kind of bound to this fate that they can't get out of, because they're the only thing that can stop the ancient primordial evil from taking over. And that's just kind of the thing about, again, going back to the Jacob Geller video, it's just like, every Zelda is the Darkest Zelda. Can be, it just depends on what one which one turns out to be your favorite and what you want to take away from it. While also pointing out, just sort of like, as we get older, we try to attribute darkness to being more mature, more edgy and important. Therefore, it's good to still like it when you get older, that's how we like to justify it to ourselves, but we don't have to. Because, it's not about the darkness in the Zelda games, it's about the hope that is still there in spite of the darkness. Twilight Princess, people can change, and they can learn to care about, about what they lost and what they, have made, still. Breath of the Wild, people are still surviving, and there's still a beacon of light in the world that is worth preserving. Majora's Mask, it is about, like, learning to accept, I haven't played that one, so I'm trying to remember off, but, it's learning to accept, or, grow from the grief and move on. in a way that's, you know, good for you and for others around you. You know, stuff like that. And I can go on. Again, that Jacob Geller video is very good. So, you know, he goes into better depth of it. But, you know, Link's Awakening, prime example. It might all be an illusion, but it was real to us. Because these are memories we made with a person, you know, who is, you know, we gave meaning to. Who gave meaning to us, who helped us along the way, even though she was just an illusion. And, you know, that's something we can hold on to, is that she was still always there for us, even if she wasn't, you know, a real person. You know, hypothetically. Because again, I do still like the idea that maybe she existed at some point, and this is just what is being preserved of her right now. That's my thought anyways. Sorry, voice is starting to go. But yeah, that's just my thought. So yeah, anyways, I suppose I don't need to lounge on this much longer. You know, all in all, Link's Awakening was very good. You know, this was a lot of fun. You know, this is definitely, you know, climbing up the list of my personal rankings. Ah, Fox! Marin's just like, why'd you do that? Ooh, sorry. So, you know, there's a lot of cool things, to do here. Yeah, and there's still probably more I can do yet. Because there's... sorry. Because there's, you know, more stuff to find. If I cared about, like, the level editor, you know, but I don't, so I'm not bothering with that. You know, we got, like, pedestals and figurine sets. I'm not sure if maybe they're hidden elsewhere in the game, or maybe I gotta do more of that, crane game and, like, actually pick up certain stuff. This is, something says Goomba. Just looking around. So yeah, just like a lot of fun mysteries all around the game. And yeah, this was really cool. And yeah, I guess I got nothing to add, you know. It's, you know, pretty simple, a couple of moon logic sections, but once you get past that, it all works out very well. And yeah, I guess I got nothing to add. You know, some of the last few dungeons can get really long and really confusing, but, you know, that's, you know, acceptable for late game dungeons. Just sort of like, oh man, this go on forever, and I'm doing this while I'm sick, and that's more of a me thing than anything. Overall, though, yeah, Link's Awakening, very good, even if you just watch me play through this whole thing. Still highly recommend it. This is one I'm definitely going to come back to. This was a very good time. But, yeah. So that's just that. I feel like there's more I could add to it, but it's just like, no, I think we're done. So, with that being said, we'll wrap up. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara, signing off. And thank you for watching me play Link's Awakening.